Hello everyone, I am Dr. Mahati Priyadarshini, Medical Director and Chief Consultant Pain Medicine and Critical Care Medicine at Gaman Multi Specialty Hospitals. Today I am going to talk about a very important topic again, vaccination in children. So we have been seeing that for the last almost 18 months, vaccinations have been rolling out and many of the adults have got vaccinated. But now it is the turn for the children. As in India, almost 35% of the population is comprised of kids 18 years and younger. So in the last COVID wave, out of these 35% of population, almost 5% of children had to get admitted in the hospital due to COVID infection. But severe complications and severe outcomes were in less than 1% of the children who got admitted in the hospital. So we see that there is a possibility of infection in children. Vaccination will not be a problem in children because this is the age group where all the routine vaccinations happen, and we see that children tolerate the vaccinations really well. Their tolerance towards vaccination is really well. So we assume that the side effects which happen due to vaccinations will also be much milder in the children. Now all the components of the vaccine are safe, including the virus particle, the adjuvants which are added, and the preservatives in the vaccine. They are safe for adults and they are safe for children also. Vaccines help us to protect ourselves from getting sick, and they also help us in reducing the severity of the illness, and hence it is very important to get vaccinated. So mild side effects were observed in adults like body pains, low grade fever and pain at the injection site, and the same side effects are expected in children also. But we think that they'll be of much less severity, like we see when the children get the routine vaccinations done. Now, what are the side effects that will be seen? Pain at the injection site, mild body pains and low grade fever. These side effects are again seen with the routine vaccinations also, which we give to the children according to the vaccination schedule. So vaccinations develop immunity in the body, and this immunity has better memory. So when I get a COVID infection, my immunity will last for much shorter period than the immunity that I got due to vaccination, and it applies to both kids and adults. So that is why it is important to get vaccination. Again, here we have to remember that even if we get vaccinated, it is still very important to follow SMS, that is social distancing, masks and hand sanitization. So now I am going to talk about few myths related to vaccination. Now most of the vaccines that are coming out are DNA vaccines. There are two types of vaccines, RNA vaccine and DNA vaccine. So the DNA vaccine will alter my DNA and it will cause problems. No, that is a big myth. The DNA vaccines will help us only in building our immunity. The second myth is people with food allergies, pregnant females, mothers who are breastfeeding should not be taking the vaccine. No. The vaccines are absolutely safe in even these category of people. The COVID vaccine is not safe because it has been rolled out too soon. Even, yes, we agree that the vaccines have come out really quickly. People have worked very, very hard to develop the vaccines. But the safety profile has been checked. The vaccine has gone through all the stages of mandatory testing and then only has been released into the public. And as we have seen, even when people got vaccinated, no major side effects have been observed. So the next myth is, I will get COVID if I get vaccinated. No, no one has tested positive because of getting vaccinated. Vaccine has only helped in people to fight the disease better. The severity has only come down. The other major myth is, I have got COVID, so I don't need to get vaccinated. That is absolutely false. As I have told previously, the immunity which comes due to getting infected lasts only for 12 to 13 weeks. And after that, you are again susceptible to get a reinfection. So hence, vaccination is mandatory. So the most major myth, I am vaccinated, I don't need to wear a mask. That is absolutely false. Even if we are vaccinated, we only tend to get less severe disease. We are not immune to not getting infected. Plus, we have to protect our children and people who are not vaccinated. So we must wear a mask even if we are vaccinated. Now coming to which vaccines are going to be available for children and when are they going to be available. So we are expecting the vaccine to be available around by the end of December hopefully, and for now 2 vaccines have got clearance in India by DCGI. One is Zycovax, which is manufactured by the Zydus company, and it got DCGI approval in October, and Covaxin has also got approval but on an emergency basis. So coming to a little description, in-depth description of the vaccines. Zycovax is a DNA vaccine. It is manufactured by the Zydus company. It will be given in 3 doses, and it is the first vaccine which is a needleless vaccine. So it will be given intradermally, that means superficial layers of the skin, by jet applicator technique. So it will be given in 3 doses. Each dose will consist of 2 shots, and this vaccine is for children of age 12 and above. So once this vaccine rolls out, this is how it is going to be given. The second vaccine which has got approval is Covaxin. Covaxin is for 2 and above years, and it will be given in 2 doses, and the dose volume and all will be decided once the vaccine starts rolling out. So this is the picture in India. Now coming to the global picture of vaccination in children. In US, vaccinations are being given. Pfizer's mRNA vaccine is being used in USA. So almost 70% of children have been vaccinated with at least 1 dose in USA. Similar numbers are there in Israel also. In China, they are using Sinovac vaccine. Moderna has applied for vaccination for 2 and above. The process is still going on to get clearance for vaccination in children for Moderna. And Moderna is also an mRNA vaccine. And coming to the European countries, they are still contemplating about vaccinating the children. So now as we have seen, some vaccines are mRNA vaccines and some vaccines are DNA vaccines. DNA vaccines do not alter our DNA, they only help us in building immunity. For example, the influenza vaccine, the flu shots that we give to our children every year, they are also DNA vaccines, and we have seen that they are absolutely safe, and we see no major side effects in the children. Now coming to the speculation of third wave, I have spoken it about earlier also. Third wave is possible or not, nobody can definitely say, but it will be definitely foolish to say that there will be no third wave and we are free of COVID and we can stop following the rules. Even if there is a third wave, because of major vaccinations happening, the severity might be less. People getting admitted in the hospital, people dying due to COVID will be definitely less. And in children, they have angiotensin converting enzyme. This is an enzyme that is found in adults and children. In children, this enzyme is in higher volumes, and that is a protection in children from getting the infection. So even if they get the infection, the severity is much less, and they tolerate the infection better because their immune system, the functioning of the immune system is different in children, and hence the tolerance to the infection and response to the infection is different. But the only problem is the post-COVID syndrome, which has been seen in some children, which develops within 3 to 6 months, where children get high-grade fever. There are some blood vessel related problems and all, but it is not very common. So here I would like to conclude saying that vaccination in children is also very important. We can safely get our children vaccinated because so many adults have got vaccinated and no major side effects have been reported. And even if the children are vaccinated, adults are vaccinated, we still have to follow social distancing, wearing masks and hand sanitization. Thank you so much.